Hello, fellow Wolverines. Welcome back to WOLV TV SportsCenter. My name is Gabby Miller.
And I'm Riley Moxick.
Today is March 25th, and we're going to cover March Madness wins over UC San Diego and Texas A&M, looking ahead to their upcoming game against Auburn, women's basketball's March Madness journey against Iowa State and Notre Dame, baseball's games against Purdue, women's tennis's dominant win on the West Coast against UCLA and USC.
First of all, your Michigan Wolverines are officially Sweet 16 bound. On March 20th, in the round of 64, we secured a close win against 12 seed UC San Diego, 68-65. 5 seed Michigan led by 14 points at the half, but UCSD made a great attempt at a second half comeback, even briefly taking the lead late in the game. A pivotal three-pointer from Trey Donaldson with just over 2 minutes left was the turning point, and we held on for the win as UCSD guard Tyler McGee missed the tying three as time expired. Vlad Golden led the team with 14 points, followed by Donaldson with 12.
In the round of 32 on March 22nd, the Wolverines overcame a halftime deficit to beat 4-seed Texas A&M with a score of 91-79. With just over 13 minutes left in the second half, Michigan was down 60-50. We launched a comeback thanks to Roddy Gale Jr., deciding to have the game of a lifetime, at one point scoring 12 consecutive points for the team. He finished the game with a season-high 26 points while playing off the bench, followed by Vlad Golden's double-double with 23 points and 12 rebounds. This massive win against the Aggies secured Michigan's 6th straight Sweet 16 appearance within their last 6 appearances in the tournament.
As March Madness enters its second weekend, Michigan finds itself in a tough Sweet 16 matchup against number 1 overall seed Auburn. Your Wolverines enter as 7.5-point underdogs, but Dusty May's squad has shown resilience all season. Auburn, the SEC champions, have been dominant, spending much of the season ranked number 1 in the AP poll and finishing with a 30-4 record against one of the toughest schedules in the country. Led by National Player of the Year candidate Janai Broome, the Tigers boast an elite offense, ranking 2nd in adjusted efficiency and excel defensively, with one of the highest shot blocking rates in the nation. Surrounding Broome is a deep and talented lineup, including Chad Baker-Mazara, Denver Jones, and Miles Kelly, all capable shooters who make Auburn a nightmare matchup. For Michigan, we will need a near-flawless execution of limiting turnovers, hitting free throws, and containing Auburn's scoring runs. The Wolverines' defense, anchored by their size inside, must find a way to slow down Broome without committing fouls while also contesting Auburn's perimeter shooters. If Michigan can get standout performances from Vlad Golden, Danny Wolf, and my glorious king, Trey Donaldson, particularly in crunch time, we have a good chance to advance.
The Michigan women's basketball team entered this year's March Madness tournament as the 6th seed in the Birmingham 3 region, facing off against 11-seeded Iowa State in the first round. Michigan held a narrow lead at the end of the first quarter, but an Iowa State surge put the Cyclones up by 5 at halftime. Iowa State was able to extend the lead to as many as 10 points, and from there, Michigan faced an uphill battle. Back-to-back three-point shots from Silas Swords and Olivia Olson closed out the third quarter with a Michigan surge to cut the Cyclone lead to just 3 points. The Wolverines opened the fourth quarter on a blazing hot 9-1 run, with 7 of those points coming from Olson. From there, Michigan did not give up their lead for the rest of the contest. An Iowa State 3 cut Michigan's lead to just 1 possession, but Olivia Olson iced the game on a jumper with 20 seconds to go to give Michigan the win, 80-74. All 5 starters scored in double digits, and Jordan Hobbs scored a career-high 28 points, tying a program record for points in an NCAA tournament game. With this win, Michigan advanced to the second round against Notre Dame.
The second round matchup was a home game for Notre Dame and was unfortunately never in doubt for the Fighting Irish. The first quarter gave the Irish a whopping 32-12 lead, and the game was not close from there. The final score was 55-76 loss for the Wolverines, ending their March Madness run. Olivia Olson scored 20 points, leading the team while setting the program's freshman scoring record. Overall, the team ended the season with a 23-11 record, good for the 3rd most wins in program history. Despite this tragic ending in South Bend, it was an incredibly successful season for the Wolverines. The team will return lots of talent next year, but will have to deal with the tough losses of seniors Jordan Hobbs and Greta Kampschrader. We wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors and look forward to another strong season from this team next year.
On Friday, March 21st, Michigan baseball opened the series against Purdue with a dominant 13-3 win behind a stellar complete game from David Lally, who allowed just 3 hits and 3 runs. The Wolverines' offense was on fire, with Colby Turner leading the charge with 3 hits and 2 RBIs, while Jeter Ibarra added 2 runs and 3 RBIs in a truly explosive performance. Then, on March 22nd, Michigan battled through a tough 9-6 loss in Game 1, but came roaring back in Game 2 with a 12-9 win to clinch the series. Cole Caruso gave a stellar performance, hitting a home run in both games and totaling 4 RBIs, while Kurt Barr was lights out on the mound, striking out 10 batters to secure Michigan's series win over the Boilermakers.
The Michigan men's lacrosse team pulled off a historic 11-10 upset over number 1 Maryland in triple overtime, the program's first ever win against a top-ranked opponent. Senior Ryan Cohen led with 4 points, including his 100th career goal, while Hunter Taylor made a season-high 13 saves, and Nick Rude buried the game winner in the 3rd overtime. Michigan's defense was relentless, forcing 15 second-half turnovers, with Case Van Wees causing a career-high 4, including 2 in overtime. The Wolverines now head home to face Johns Hopkins on Saturday, March 29th. Go Blue!
The number 5 Michigan women's tennis team came through with an impressive 4-1 win over number 24 UCLA, keeping their Big Ten record perfect at 5-0. After dropping the doubles point, the Wolverines fought back in singles, with Piper Charney kicking things off with a strong 6-2, 6-3 win. Emily Sartz-Lund and Lily Jones followed with dominant straight-set victories, putting Michigan in the driver's seat. With the match on the line, Reese Miller delivered an epic clutch performance, winning 7-5, 4-6, and finally 6-2, breaking serve after being down 40-0 to seal the victory.
The number 5 Michigan women's tennis team stayed unbeaten in Big Ten play with a 4-2 win over number 16 USC. The Wolverines took the doubles point with wins at the top 2 spots, then got singles victories from Piper Charney, Emily Sartz-Lund, and Reese Miller, who clinched the match for the 2nd time this weekend. Julia Fliegner also fought through a 3rd set at number 1 singles before her match was abandoned, with Michigan's win secured. Michigan returns home this weekend, hosting Illinois on Saturday, March 29th at noon. Go Blue!
Okay, so Riley, obviously today is March 25th, as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, but how's your bracket doing?
I am losing very bad. I'm at 82%, I'm pretty sure. How about you?
I might as well flex it while I still can. In our WOLV TV SportsCenter group, I am in first place. Just want to throw it out there. Everyone doesn't look too happy behind the cameras, but just want to throw it out there. And I do have surprisingly 98% accuracy so far, but I feel like there truly hasn't been too many upsets this turn. So the ones that I did pick rarely were right, and then the rest I did follow with the seedings has been in my favor. But how are we feeling about Michigan facing Auburn?
I'm feeling really good. I feel like they're like, this sounds really bad, guys. That sounds horrible. Don't put this in. Wait, shit.
You're good.
Sorry. I don't want to say Michigan's gonna win because.
No, you don't have to. You can be honest.
Say whatever you want.
Okay.
Do you want me to restart that question leading into it? Okay. So with all that said, how are we feeling about Michigan facing Auburn, number 1 seed, this Friday?
I think it's going to be a tough matchup, but I do think that if we just clear up our little mistakes that we can really do well.
I think that Big Ten tournament gave this team a lot of momentum. I think Roddy Gale Jr. really got off that hump he's been on. He's really been struggling. He had a bit of a dry spell. We all knew it, but we all can say thank you and take everything back that we have been saying. He really stepped up to the plate, and I hope that he continues to improve and doesn't plateau or go downhill. Like, we need that energy, especially going into Auburn. And we all know this, the turnovers. It has to end in order to see a win this Friday.
Roddy Gale Jr., you have our hearts. Trey Donaldson, you are glorious kings. Thank you so much for watching another episode of WOLV TV SportsCenter. My name is Riley Moxick.
And I'm Gabby Miller.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody.